everyone. 2 already in the chat. Woohoo! I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I bet one of them was me too. Hello everyone. Thursday night again. Here we go, folk. I just want to start a wee bit differently tonight. As everybody is aware, my ex-co-host Bri is in hospital in an induced coma. Differences aside, I really hope he pulls through. And on behalf of myself and my team, we send well wishes.
Yes.
Get well soon, Bri. Definitely. And we'll be thinking of you. Definitely. And obviously I'll be thinking just now, obviously, to Ian as well. Because Ian's his other co-host as well. So I'm thinking of them. Now, everybody, you might see a familiar face. He's off the telly. He's from the Brookside. He's
I can't believe you've done that.
Family. He's Ricky Tomlinson. Now we've got the very own Mark Reynolds.
Yay! Hello.
Mark, have you realised that I've changed your name to Ricky Tomlinson?
Yes, I've just seen it. Yeah, I've just seen it. Let me just clarify. Hang on. Let me just clarify. I am not from Liverpool. I am not a Scouser. All right? I'm from Staffordshire, not Liverpool.
My arse.
All right?
Hi, Joe. How you doing, love? He's got to kill me already. Hi, Nicola. How you doing, my lovey?
You can go off. You can go off people very, very, very quickly.
Does that mean that the end of this interview I'll have my first ever block? Jesus Christ.
No, I'll do it first, and then I'll block you after.
Mark, do you want to tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Well, I'm Ricky. I'm from Liverpool. No. I'm Mark. I'm Mark. I wouldn't say I was a paranormal investigator. I am, but I'm not. I don't do it a lot. I just have a big interest in it all. That's everything from UFOs to everything.
Yep.
And I have an interest for a long time. But I like the spiritual side of it a little bit as well. At the moment, I'm going through that bit of a change of try and find myself spiritually as well, I think.
Yeah.
Which is going to be an interesting journey for me, I think.
Yeah.
Because I finally made a decision to do it now. After a long time of thinking not doing it, I need to do it now.
Yes.
I think in this life you do need to do something for yourself. You know, it's took me long enough to do things that like I've wanted to. And I think the older that you get and the less that life is, I compare to life to a time glass filled with sand. And before you know it, it's totally gone. So I always say, do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, you're only here for a good time, not a long time.
That's true.
So
that's true, yeah.
And I just want to make another announcement, guys. I am so proud of my boy down there that came in 10 minutes early.
You know what? That's something you're going to have to talk with Shane and Mary about, because I also showed up early too to that. They even said that they wish that it could have been recorded.
It should have bloody been. Nigel's saying I'm doing half and half. Thank you. Oh, you chugs. Jenny, get well soon. She's watching for her bed sick. Get well soon, my lovey. Noreen, baby. Nick was early tonight. 10 minutes.
No, last night too.
And Noreen, guess what? We've got Ricky Tomlinson tonight. How can you help? Fuck's sake.
Oh.
So,
You know, I was just thinking, before you go on, hang on a minute. What was Reb Nesbitt's wife?
Mary
Cool.
Doll.
There you go. That's you then. If I'm Ricky Tomlinson, that's you.
I'll take that. Except she's got beautiful hair. And I'm just like, have you seen the state of mine?
Yeah, you did, Jenny. She came in after me too.
Tell me about it. Jenny says, I
That was
came
when I
in
joined.
after...
That's when I joined Shane and Mary's show. She showed up like a minute or two after I showed up.
Oh, so it was a good show then. I need to go back and watch definitely. That's the thing that we do for the monthly paranormal
Panel.
podcast. Aye.
Yeah, it was a really good show. We almost felt like, I mean, we knew that there was so much more to talk about. So we already know we're going to have another conversation what we were talking about yesterday.
But no, that's absolutely fine. Hey Mark. So
Hi, Jen.
you said that you're not obviously into paranormal, it's just a paranormal interest. Have you had any experiences at all, Mark? Or is it just a kind of
Plenty.
What was your first
Yeah.
one, Mark?
Well, the strange thing about my first one, I think it was when I was a child.
Oh, wow.
And the interesting thing, I was on with Jacqueline and Gary just before Christmas.
Yeah.
And I mentioned something on there, and now I thought that was a nightmare that I had, but Gary was saying, no, it may have been my first sort of thing. Well, what that was, lying in bed, and saw someone come in the room. Well, obviously, we lived in a 2-bedroom terrace, and my brother and me shared the bedroom. But I can remember just seeing something coming in the room like a night, like a Halloween on and stuff like that. But I'm not really sure. So anyway, I got up and threw a pillow at it. So no, it wasn't my brother because there was no noise. There was nothing from me. So no, it wasn't my brother because I was terrified of the dogs. I was 18. So I had the door on the jaw, like a little card on the jaw. The landing light was on because I didn't like the dog. So I knew if someone's coming in, if it'd been my brother, he would have killed me. But I knew it wasn't him. Yeah. Then I lay back down and it'd gone, which I found very strange. Yeah. So maybe that's my first experience, I would have said. But I'm only thinking about that now because when I was on there, Gary actually picked that up from me, which I found very interesting. He's sort of gone behind the back of his head to pick a pillar up behind his head like that. And I says, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm going for a pillar like you did." I was like, "Oh, whoa. This is strange because that's strange to me because he would never know that. Yeah, he would never know that. And not many people know that anyway. So
Did you believe in anything like that up until like mediums until Gary said that?
Yeah, but yeah, I do. Cause, I mean, obviously I've got to know Barry John quite well over the past few years now.
Barry John.
And Barry's brilliant. And we actually with Barry at Nottingham Halls of Justice not long back, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was a really good night. Really good night.
Do you know what? He's got one of the most nicest hearts you could ever meet. Is Barry John?
Well, I actually met him originally was a coffee shop we go in locally to us, a thing about having a mediumship night. And I'd obviously seen Jacqueline mention Barry, and I mentioned his name to the guy around the coffee shop. We got in touch with him, and that's when I first met Barry.
Wow.
So that was like, so we actually, through Jacqueline and Barry sort of known it, and that's how we got in touch with us, so I've met him. Yeah.
Do you know, I did, funny, we're all connected with Jacqueline. Jacqueline, I used to do development class with Barry John, and it's amazing what Barry John taught. And if I took something from it, I would say that the relaxation, and there's always a piece of music that, I was ready to say a piece of meat, a piece of music that Barry John played that always stuck in my head, and it's a piece called "Sacrifice" by Lisa Gerrard, and it's a beautiful piece of music. And she did the soundtrack, but one of the songs on the soundtrack for Gladiator. And I'm still here, by the way. I'm just moving the seat over. And I honestly was good. And he was really good in the way that he taught as well. He never ever put you down, and he never ever said you were wrong, and he always encouraged you to go out of your realm as such. I miss his classes. I really do.
I did right. I'm going to get this name wrong because I always get the name wrong. Is it Newstead Abbey? Newstead Abbey?
Yeah.
Is that right? Newstead Abbey.
Yeah.
I did that with Barry, but obviously it wasn't working with another team there. But that for me, that place as well. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm psychic. I pick things up, don't get me wrong. But I think we all do. I think that's just a natural thing in all of us. I think we've all got that. And if you want to dismiss it, that's up to you. But I think a lot of us have got this in us. Well, I'm going to say all of us have.
Yeah.
And I think this is why the spiritual side I'm thinking about now is because I personally think our ancestors all had this as well.
Yeah.
And I think they were seeing things that, I mean, it's things like, I mean, people exaggerate about fairies and stuff like that. But we don't know. We don't know. Science can say, "Oh yeah, they don't exist. It's imagination. They're made up. It's mythology." But how many of these mythological things that we talk about, we dismiss now, could have actually been real?
Yeah. No.
And I know it might sound loopy and stupid, but I really think there's things out there that our ancestors saw.
Yeah.
And if it's stuck in our genes and our DNA and our thoughts and our consciousness, in which people go along now with consciousness things, we've got to be seeing, but they've got to be there, aren't they? There's got to be something there, from the past, got to be.
Yeah. Well, I totally agree with you there, Mark, honestly, now, because I pick a lot of stuff up. I try and spend as much time when I can get it in our local park at night. Even during the day.
That's
Even during the day, I can go there and seeing. If you look at a tree, every tree's got a face. They've got faces. I'm like, I take photographs of them. I take photographs because they're so clear and they're all different shaped faces.
Yeah.
They've all got their own personality. I'm a bit of a tree hugger, but not like a hippie style. I can actually feel the energy from the floor, from the tree.
This is exactly my point. This is exactly my point. And we as humans, what we're seeing, we think we're seeing, when we see ghosts or spirits, we see another human being, or we think we see another human being. Now, what if that's just our mind saying it's a human being?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If it's coming, if it's something from the land, if it's something from that building, obviously we know buildings old energy. There's no disputing that. I mean, even science will tell you that.
Yeah.
We know that certain rocks old. We know that. We know that. Even science will tell you that. But who starts saying their memories are in the land as well, and it's clashing with everything else as well?
No.
So there could be a clash of everything coming about. It could be what we're getting poltergeist activity. It could be a clash of everything just coming together.
It could be.
Isn't it? It's like I do see things. I've noticed. Sounds a bit weird, but I've noticed like little creature things, and they hide and stuff. Sounds silly.
Yeah. No, it's not silly, is it?
I brought my grandchildren up, right? Because I spend a lot of time with my grandchildren when they were growing up, looking for medieval pottery and stuff like that in the streams locally up here. And they know at certain points, you've got the fairy hotel, you've got this, because I've made it into a game. But they know what's all going on. They know where the spirits are. They know where the portholes are. They know everything about that place. They could walk through there like I can in the dark, through the woods without any lights on, and I know my way all the way through and all the way back. The way people would normally go, I go the odd way. But they know it all. They know the spiritual areas. They know what they can and can't do, what they can and can't touch. But they know what's there. They know what's special. So if I ever take anything from the trees, say like acorns or anything like that, I'll give it a present. I make little bags of crystals.
I do that. I do that.
3,
2 minutes, guys. I've got to go in it is chat. Hiya, Joe. Hey, love. I just want to say get well to Tom McNicholas as well. I really hope you are feeling a lot better, my lovey. Hey, Greg Ross, how are you, my love? Hey, Kate, how you doing? Noreen says I'm back. Had come out, had no sound, but sorted now. You bloody telling me, missus, I was talking to you and you didn't hear me? That is bullshit. Do you know what I've learned in this field? That nothing in this life sounds silly, and nothing in this, we all have our different things that we like. Like, obviously, Noreen likes cryptids. Everybody likes cryptids. Obviously, I don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster. I think that's...
Whoa. You don't believe in the Loch Ness Monster? And you're Scottish?
No,
Come on.
In my defence, I will defend myself to the hilt here, Mr. Reynolds. And I'll tell you this explanation why. Steve Felton gave up his life in the 90s, to show up in front of Loch Ness. Now, from 90s to 2025, where is the evidence to say there's Nessie? Now, surely with him living down that river, he must have seen something. Must have. Yeah. But he hasn't, and he hasn't produced any evidence. But I believe in Bigfoot. I make up.
Listen. It's not about finding evidence, is it? It's about believing. This is my point. This is my thing. It's about believing. We can all believe in anything we want, right? This is where I won't use technology no more.
Nobody is.
Because
technology now.
Because if you use technology, exactly. That's how it should be. It's how it should be. And I think if you use technology, you're not getting what you want to get. You're getting a machine going off.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
No, I get what
I think we've all got this. I mean, I'll tell you a prime example. Now, I don't believe in this process at all. I think it's rubbish. Right, well, I'm going to tell you now. The human pendulum.
Right?
I did the human pendulum at Notting Walls of Justice, and I reacted to it. Now,
in what way did you react?
It took me. It got me. I'll sit here and say it got me. I wasn't going backward and forward. I think I was going forward for yes, but for the no, I was going sideways.
Right.
Now, I don't know why I was going sideways. Now, I've seen that done before, and people go back and forward as a yes and a no response.
But
I went sideways. No, I don't know why, and I'm still going to say it. I'm going to sit here now and still say I am still not sure about it.
Right.
But something did happen that night. And if you speak to Jacqueline will tell you, because Jacqueline was there.
Yeah.
Because did it with Jacqueline, and she'll tell you.
Do you know, that's why I love having you on, Mark. Me and you have good debate.
I'm not. I just think it's not. I don't know. I want to say, yeah, I was getting a response from Spirit. I want to say that. I'd love to. I'd love to come in and say I've got, but I don't know whether I was.
Where the fuck are you?
I'm not
Where
sure.
the fuck have you been?
I've been around.
Is my show not good enough for the likes of you anymore? And
Hey,
Billy,
listen, I have things I have to do here sometimes. So
Yeah, like playing Minecraft.
well, that's
I
no, that's
thought,
nice.
I thought he was going to say something else there. I was going to say this is a
No.
PG. We're not even out the
This is not.
pencil yet.
This,
And
when
we're
the
not.
hell? Listen, when the hell did this shit start that it's PG?
I mean, it is.
When-
I mean,
when
let's be honest. It is rated G for Gorilla Glue.
Well, what was I going to say? Tom, this is Ricky. Ricky, this is Tom.
How you doing, man?
All right, Tom. All right. It's not Ricky. It's Mark. Tom, by the way. Ignore it. She's Scottish.
okay.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hey, Noreen. Noreen says, hey, Tom. William says, for goodness sake, you have to understand energy before you use these gadgets. I was surprised how many ghosty people understand energy, though most of them do, for fuck's sake.
Now, see, on a PG rated show, would you be able to say, for fuck's sake?
Well, it depends on what time zone we're at. Tom says, our body holds all the answers to the paranormal. The trick is to tune in.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, definitely agree. Definitely agree. But I think sometimes they we tune in and don't expect it though, and that's my point.
Oh,
And that's the thing. Sometimes you get things that you don't expect to get.
Yeah.
well, this is very true because I found myself sitting in this show, right, and I'm thinking to myself, "Where's that bloody Tom?" And then all of a sudden, he just pops up.
I got here as quick as I possibly could. I had to stop at Mom's house, and then I had to stop for beer because Dad was out of beer. And then I had to come in. I had to start the computer up. I had to get changed because I don't want to come on in my work clothes because I was a mess today from mowing. And you know, it's
and then he had to play. Then he had to play Minecraft. So.
I have not seen it. Well, wait till you see it.
I am going to put yours two in the fucking naughty step in and maybe this Minecraft arguments.
We have moved on from the Tom chasing Nick thing, and we have a brand new world that we started. We started over, and this one I bought like a server, so it's on there 24/7. They don't have to worry about me being on. They could just go on whenever they want and do whatever. And if anybody messes with stuff too much, then they don't get the privilege of being able to go on whenever they want. They have to wait for somebody else to be on.
Do you know?
Does that also include if anybody hits each other, like someone by the name of Kate?
Well, that's between you guys. As long as you don't hit me, I don't care what you do.
Do you know? It's almost like that. The Big Bang Theory when Sheldon treats Penny to chocolate as a reward for every time that she gets something right. That's used to.
But as a little backstory.
Anyway, Tom, this is Mark Reynolds.
Hello, Mark.
All right, Tom.
Hello, Mark.
All right, Tom.
Reynolds, Ricky Tomlinson.
Tom, let me just explain, Tom. I am not a Scouser. I'm from Staffordshire. It's not far from Liverpool, yes, I agree, but I'm not a Scouser. They keep calling me a Scouser, and I'm not.
See,
so that's what I'm trying to explain.
American, but I'm of Irish descent.
Are you?
I am of Irish descent. If you look hard enough in my face, you can see it. The nose gives it away.
I've got Dublin in me. My great-great-grandma was born in Dublin. So I've got a bit of Irish in me as well.
My ancestors are from just outside of Ulster.
Ulster, yeah.
That's Northern. Is that Northern Ireland? It says Northern Ireland.
Oh, so we're from the rich side then.
Yeah. We're not the rough side, as you say. Yeah.
Nick, you thought I was a Scouser, didn't you, though?
Oh, it's the video again.
Yeah, it is a video.
Ricky Tomlinson.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes.
I gotta read.
Oh,
what,
so that's back when you had hair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I had more weight on me then.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, I
gotta
mean,
read what Williams said, by the way.
heroin's
Talk
played
about-
a job.
Everything
Talk about
is
that
a
in
vibration. It moves. Do you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it sounds like something Tom would say.
Well, there's a different kind of vibration to Tom's vibration.
Listen, let's not talk about battery-powered devices because we all know what you have in your dungeon. We've been there.
Can I honestly say,
what is right? He should be the kind of guy saying if you talk about his vibration, he should be like, "Thanks for noticing."
Stop! Oh my God! Why do you got to talk like that to me? You just get me so worked up. Stop.
Mark, I bet you wish you didn't come on to the show now. Do you know?
Look, next thing you know, somebody's just going to be pulling up
You
the top.
can't educate stupid. Right, William, let's be nice. Play nice. Oh, there's coffee. Oh, that's my cock.
Wait, it wasn't centered.
So, Mark, this is Tom who does. He goes out and explores places. He's not a paranormal investigator. He's a urban explorer. He goes and looks at all the different places. You should check out This Is Tom's World.
Yes, for the
Will
love
do.
of God.
Yeah.
Please also subscribe because he needs the subscribers.
No, I need the views more than the subscribers, but I'll take the subscribers.
All right, both.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay.
Lois, I'll be back in just a sec. My sinuses are acting up again, so I'll be right back.
Tell the truth. You're both.
Where's the most
He's going to blow a line of
place
coke.
you've
Don't
been
believe
to?
him.
Sorry, Len.
Where is the most impressive place that you've explored?
For personal experience, White Ladies Priory.
What?
White Ladies Priory in Derbyshire.
It for a second sounded like you said White Ladies Private, and I went, whoa. We've all explored that.
I did say that first, actually, but anyway. Day trip. Just a day trip. Go to the Priory. Got that. Oh, God, the dog's barking. Got there. It's an old ruin. Had a walk around it. Because we went to go Boscobel House where King Charles, I think it was King Charles II dead. But we couldn't get in. It was just after COVID. Walked around, found a bit on the wall that was burnt on the ruins. Went put my hand on the wall because I'm terrible for touching things. Don't say anything about that.
I
didn't have you say anything before. Anyway, I like to touch things. All right, that's what I like to do, to see what energy I can get off or what feeling I get off them.
Right.
And it was the wall was burnt, and I held my hand on the wall, and I went, oh, pull my hand away. I thought, there's something strange there. So I kept my hand on the wall, and I literally come away after about 5 minutes thinking, I was really upset.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really upset. And I actually started crying a little bit, and I thought, this is not right. And to use the old, it felt like a Most Haunted moment for Most Haunted, when you sort of get that overreaction. And that's what it felt like. And I thought, that's very, very strange, and I don't know why.
Oh,
But when we did a bit of research, the Reynolds surname come up for the Priory. So it was the lady who's supposed to Sam, the daughter of some guy named Reynolds, come up, and I went, oh, that's a bit strange. So that's probably, I would have said, that's my most impressive. I suppose to feel what I felt, that's the most impressive thing, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know, I got taught recently how to ground properly. And it was basically to obviously put my hand on, because I was up at this abbey when I was getting taught how to, and it was put the hand on the stone and feel the vibration come through.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was quite sceptical at first because I thought, can you actually? And then, see, when I thought about
Yeah.
it and I put my hand down, and I did, and I felt it go through my horns, I was like, oh. It's the same
If you
as
ever
the
go,
Bendigo.
if you ever go Avebury, if you ever get a chance to go Avebury, for me, touching the stones at Avebury is just one of the most magical things you'll ever experience. And there's life in them.
Is there?
And
Oh, wow.
but to me, I really am going down the animism track here now. Everything's got a spirit to me anyway. Every single thing that we touch or we around us has got a spirit.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel at the moment. That's why I'd like to. I don't want to use the word shamanism because really we can't be shamans in the where we live because that's more of a eastern side of things. Isn't it? The Mongolians, they are shamans. The Native Americans, but us in like Europe, we can't really say that because we don't know what we were. We like people can say they're shamans in Europe, but they're not really, are they? They're following the old path, which I understand.
Yeah.
But I think I follow the band Arlong and Kai out the band. He calls it core shamanism. So it's like learning European shamanism, which should be slightly different.
Yeah.
But obviously it's going to be hard because we've got no written evidence, have we? So we don't know. It's one of them. It's a track I won't go down. To be fair, but
damn,
well,
you have surgery on your nasal passage? What the hell?
Wait, what?
Would you have surgery? You said your whatever was acting like your sinuses. Would you go have surgery? You were going a while.
No, my cat was blocking my way, literally.
Take him out of the way.
No. Thomas Nally, you will not.
It's just a cat. It's not like it's a dog.
And I heard what you said about don't believe me, it's snorting cocaine or something.
That's what you did. You went to go do a line, and then you ran around the house like 50 times, and then talked to your mom and ate a dinner all at once, and then you came back and it was all out of your system. I know how you work.
That sounds more like you when you're on your downtime.
Nah, I don't do coke.
Yeah, man. I know. Of course, you do all that.
My only vices are beer and cigarettes.
Yeah. Mark, if you had to pick one place to investigate and you were left all night, oh hello, excuse me 2 minutes, neighbour. And if you had to pick to investigate, where would it be?
Oh God. I think I'd like to.
He's busy.
I would like to go up to Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
I think Edinburgh. Yeah, I think I'd like maybe the side of the dungeons at Edinburgh and stuff like that. Maybe there.
Edinburgh tunnels. Yeah,
and
that's the place.
Yeah, and the castle as well. I like to Edinburgh Castle as well. There's got to be.
Do you know what? Edinburgh Castle is. Honestly, it's some trek up to the castle, but see, once you finally get to the top of the hill, it is well worth it. It's beautiful. It really
we went to Edinburgh on a stag night, and we did walk up there, but I can't remember much of Edinburgh after that. I just know. I woke up in the morning back in the day because I don't even know how I got there. I have no idea.
Do you know something that I honestly?
No.
I like sorry, I have an argument with my neighbour. Shut up. Anyway, I honestly, I like Glasgow. Glasgow's a beautiful place. It is a beautiful place, and I worked there for 5 years, and it's brilliant. But when I go to Edinburgh, I feel like I'm going into another world. Honestly, I just love Edinburgh.
Well, fingers crossed. Next Beltane, we're going to try get up to the Beltane Fire Festival.
Oh,
That'd be
Oh,
cool.
nice.
We're going to try, because it's my birthday, Baltain's my birthday, so as you know, I've just had my birthday, on May the 1st, so we're going to try get up if we can.
so
Because I would like to experience that, because that looks absolutely fantastic.
do you know, honestly, one of the events I would love to experience, and I'm quite a nervous person, believe it or not, guys. You will be thinking, "I right, you talk shit."
Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
But I don't fare well in big crowds. But I would love to try. I said I would break it out of my comfort zone just to go, but I would love to go to Wickerman if they still do Wickerman, the festival.
Where's that?
Oh, the Wicker Man.
Aye, the Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man. I honestly, I've got a thing about crowds. I don't know if it's the empath sensitive in me, and you can feel everybody's emotions, and it's too much overloaded. Or I feel better when it's small crowds, when it's like big.
The thing is now, people are so ignorant now.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are. People are so ignorant now. No matter where you go, people have turned into ignorance. All since COVID, we've come out of COVID, and people have gone really, really ignorant and really selfish as well. The selfishness in people now I see now.
It's just gotten worse.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I agree.
It's everywhere. It's here too. Here
but these,
not only
these
in
people
States,
though,
but in Philadelphia itself, I can tell you, people are assholes.
Yeah, but these people though who spoke to you after it and were speaking to you in the street, they'll now walk straight past you and totally ignore you.
Yeah.
It's.
And I was under the belief that it was always sunny in Philadelphia, like Danny DeVito.
No, it's not. No, it's filled with assholes. It's filled with assholes and jerk offs, and jit bags, whatever you want to call them. Yeah.
Do you know what? I've always imagined Philly being this big, beautiful place, and then I met Tom, and I thought, is it really?
Well, I actually haven't done a whole lot of videos in like the heart of Philly, like the historic Philly area. I haven't done any in the historic Philly area. I mainly leave that to another local YouTuber, the Philly Captain, who's got a far bigger following than I. He's got like 50,000, 60,000.
Well, you got to triumph over him.
I'm not going to try to compete with him. I don't know. I have my thoughts on him, but I never put it out there online because I'm not trying to have that come back at me. But I mean, I've met him. I've hung out with him once. It was okay.
I was expecting Nick there to say, "What's up, Doc?"
Well, that's with a carrot.
What's up, Doc?
I was going to say, if you ever do that, Tom, like go to like some of the inner areas of Philadelphia. Hey, you know what? You got to start talking more like Sylvester Stallone.
What? I ain't going to go to where Sylvester Stallone's house was in Rocky. I can tell you that because it's not a good neighborhood. It's not a good neighborhood at all. Just
like you said the same thing. You don't want to go back to Dinosaur Lake.
No, it's filled with homeless people right now, and it's scary.
Right now?
Yes. They're from the inner city. They moved up here for some reason, and I don't know what kind of weapons they have in there, or
that's true. Yeah.
I could be passing by and they inject me with like heroin or something. I don't know. I'm not going to do that.
I mean, you could always. I can't believe I'm about to say this. You could always blend in, and then you can still do your Tom's World videos. Because I have access to Dinosaur Lake. They're thinking, he's one of us. He's
yeah. I won't shower for a couple days, and
you'll be coming on my show, and I'll be saying, "P.U."
It's like I can smell it from here.
Basically, this is Tom's homeless world.
That's right. No, if I made a second channel, you know what it would be, and I don't know if I'm even up for it making a second channel.
Can I just ask William, what do you mean by you should have seen Glastonbury recently? Is that in the connection with being ignorant, people being ignorant, or what's the connection with that?
Oh, it could be the festival.
Yeah, it could be the festival. Yeah.
While we're waiting for his response, I have to, for Noreen's sake, I have to ask. So, what do you think of cryptids?
Well, what do you think of cryptids? Well, creepy titties. Aye, the festivals. That's what William's talking
Thanks,
about.
Phil.
I thought it would be because my uncle years ago in the 90s, he securityed at Glastonbury, because I used to watch it on the telly. But yeah, just festivals. Noreen's like, love my Tom.
I,
Whoa.
okay, I'm just going to say this.
I thought you loved me,
saw
Noreen,
that,
baby.
I first saw that and I thought it said "Love my Tommy."
No,
Aye.
this isn't Teddy now.
No, like
No, it's a
dragons,
hobby.
etc.
I think dragons did exist at one point. I really do think they existed.
Maybe they still do. They're just smarter now.
Yeah.
This I was on about this earlier, Tom. To be fair, this is my point. We believe in what we believe in.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what anyone says. We're never going to change. The human race is never going to change.
No.
But
creatures of habit.
In the back of our minds, in our ancestry, in our DNA, in our consciousness, our ancestors saw these things.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that. And if we're lucky enough to pick that ancestry genes up in us, we see them too. So they could be real, they could not be real. We don't know. We're never going to know, are we? We never actually going to get an explanation for the paranormal.
No.
Science tries explaining it, paranormal investigators try explaining it, but if we ever will. But we're never ever going to stop having an interest in it.
Well, do you know
by
what?
the time we know for sure, we're going to be on that side. So
exactly. Exactly.
Do you know what I say, guys? And this is just again my thoughts and feelings. I think it is parallel universes. See if you think Stargate SG-1, right? I think it like that, is in you step in one world and you go into another and you go into another and you go into another. And the way that I see it too is, can you imagine, like, you think about it, right, on their aspects, right? Look at it for like a parallel universe, right? I'm going to use me and Nick as, right? So Nick is for the 1940s. I'm for the 1980s, right? So what Nick could perceive me as to what I perceive Nick as could be two entirely different.
Yeah.
Personally, I say a carrot eating muncher. He's a carrot muncher. But
is that what we're calling him now?
He says that I'm just an annoying nuisance. So it's so it could be like that altogether. But as I said, that's how that we could perceive, or how do we know that we are watching people for the future?
I mean, well, the thing is, when you go back in time and think about it, I mean, the flood. Everyone knows now. Every culture's got the flood in it. Every belief system's got the flood in it. Science now says we're older than that now, and everyone knows we're old. We know the human race is millions of years old. There's no shed out about it. But we're the humans. It goes to the alien side of things. I'm not saying there was aliens here before, but there could have been a culture here before us.
I really do believe
there could have been a culture here before us, and them stories could have come through. It's quite. I mean, look at the Neanderthals. What they said about Neanderthals. Neanderthals, they couldn't 40 odd years ago. Oh yeah, we're never going to breed. They never bred a human race. They never did this, and now we've all got the DNA in us. We've all got Neanderthal DNA. I
really do believe that there's aliens, and back then, and I'll tell you why. 2 seconds.
We could be telling those stories, though. Couldn't we? Though, well, we could be telling our stories. Our stories could be told with what we're hearing back in the day, like the Sumerians and people like that. They could be actually real stories. They've come through generations, and that's how we've learnt about them. And I just think that's. I mean, I just think that's real. I think it's real.
I talk to a man who lives in the future on a regular basis. Actually,
Oh, it's me.
No. You live in the past. I'm ahead of you. Robert from Australia, he's in the future. It's the next day for him every time I talk to him.
that's
So he lives
true.
in
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
lives in the
Yeah.
future. He never gives me the lottery numbers though, no matter how much I
No. But this is what I mean. We look at this and we think, oh, we're joking about it, laughing about it, but we don't know, do we? We just never we'll never know.
My fucking God.
You have a fucking god? I didn't know that such a thing even exists.
It's one of those nights. Sorry. So as I was saying, I believe the aliens were here before us way before us, because if you think about the Egyptians and when they did the hieroglyphic, they've got alien, they have alien thingy, like drawn.
Well, they're drawn in caves.
Exactly.
There's UFOs drawn in caves, isn't there? I mean, if cavemen were cavemen, come on. I mean, it's not. I mean, even science can't. Well, even science can't say it's wrong, can they? And I'm not knocking science. I'm not. But we've got to look at it as a normal human being back in the day. So if you're a peasant sitting in a field, a farmer, and you're seeing things, we don't just have a look at it like that, do we? We just look at it because we try and get explanations for everything that we see and feel. And should we be really doing that? Should we just enjoying what we see and feel, and believe in what we see and feel, and talk about what we see and feel?
Exactly. I'm just going to run through the comments. Joanne, it's all right, my love. Noreen says, my children, when they were about 6 and 7, swore they saw dragons. They said a mummy, daddy, and a baby. They were convinced and scared. Joanne saying hi to Noreen. William says, stories become myths and myths become legends.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Look what the cat dragged in. Hello again, lovely people. Hello, Kate, my darling. But as I said, right, we had this discussions when we did the pyramid. But how could the Egyptians, right, make the pyramids so perfect? I'm not looking because I know at the corner of my eye what Tom's doing. That's why I never look.
I'm not doing anything.
It's that bloody Ricky. That bloody Ricky Ricky with the dolly. Hi, Joanne, love. Put your cock away. Aye, put your cock away. That's terrible. And you.
Do you like me rattle?
Oh.
Do you like it?
Whoa.
I like it.
Look at that.
I like it. So, as I was saying,
Anyway.
so how did the Egyptians make such a perfect pyramid? There was nothing like they would have had like scaffolding. How the hell did they manage to get the top block on perfect? Like perfect, because that would have been some weight to
Giants.
The giants.
Giants.
Has anybody ever thought about, do you know, we've all grown up going to pantomimes and all the stories and everything like that. And what was it? Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So where's Jack and the Beanstalk come from? Why?
It all depends on where his sexual.
Right, where's the giants come from? Because they used to be here. Now, me and you lot know that they've been finding skeletons in.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Utah? Is it Utah? They've been finding them, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been sort of taken away. Why? Why is that? Because they don't want people to know. But it's come out in the Bible now, hasn't it? They've been finding the book of Enoch. Then he went back to the Emerald Tablets.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all in there. The whole lot's in there. Go and have a read.
Well, the Sumerians. We all about the Sumerians. I mean, the Sumerians wrote about ghosts 5,000 years ago. They were writing about ghosts 5,000 years ago, and they were experiencing ghosts 5,000 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's just it's in us to see things. It is, and I think the land energy. I think what we think of the land and what we think of everyone else. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
And
but
we're never ever going to lose that. We're going to have that for the rest. Why the human race on this planet, we're all going to see and feel things that we can't explain.
it's
But you
like
know what?
Thursday,
That's life's greatest mysteries.
Yeah.
We're never ever. Let's look at it all right. We're never ever going to get an answer for paranormal. We're never ever going to
No.
get answer for aliens. We're never going to get the answer for the conspiracy theories out there from, like the assassination of JFK, the 9/11, Marilyn Monroe, Area 51. You're never ever going to get these answers. Not in our lifetimes, not in our children's lifetimes, not in their children's lifetimes. Will we ever find out the answer? No.
We won't find out the answer because the people in charge, them in charge, will not tell us.
Yep.
They're never going to tell us.
Kate says, Nick, we need a live celebrating Chicago.
Yeah.
Nori
that's
says, I
that place in
haven't.
Illinois.
Tom, have you been out in the sunshine?
Well, and I'm just going to say this real quick. I said this obviously before we went on live, but I thought it was probably best. What Cade means is we need a live celebrating Chicago. It's obviously, as we all know, we just had the new elected Pope, which is not only the first Pope we've had here elected here from America, but he is from Chicago, and from our home city.
He went to college at Villanova, which is here in Pennsylvania.
Yep. Yeah. He's traveled literally around the world. He's got dual citizenship both here and also Peru. He was also in Peru for a number of years too. But it's exciting for us, like I said, especially since he's from our city. So that's good. Not only is this making history for the first American Pope ever, but this will also mark a very important part of our city's history, no doubt.
Yeah.
So today has just been especially for us Chicagoans, it's been a very special day for us.
It's a happy day in Illinois.
We've got an important day tomorrow. We've got an important day in Stoke-on-Trent tomorrow. Stoke-on-Trent's very important tomorrow. Because in Burslem tomorrow, they're unveiling the Lemmy statue. So Lemmy out of Motörhead, his statue's being erected tomorrow. Put up in Burslem tomorrow, which is where he's from.
What?
I like what
is it?
Lemmy out of Motörhead.
Oh, Lemmy! Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
His statue goes up tomorrow.
Yeah.
His ashes going inside of it.
Kate said, "Are you really American until you've been to Philly? Not unless you've met the great Tom Nally."
If you come to Philly, you get in touch with me, and I will show you the place, and we'll get some cheesesteaks. It'll be great. It'll be great. You're gonna love it. We're gonna eat some cheesesteaks, the best cheesesteaks you've ever had.
Cheesesteak? What's cheese? Tom, what's cheesesteak? What's cheese? I need to know what cheesesteak is. It sounds nice.
And he'll talk to you the Philly way, which is Sylvester Stallone's way.
Well, listen, I don't want to talk like Sylvester Stallone because that's not how we talk here in Philly. I was just for the movie.
Yeah, but he's from Philly, though, isn't he?
A cheesesteak is it can sometimes be ribeye meat, but it could be any kind of beef really that's like almost like sliced super thin and then shredded up as you're cooking it. You put it on a roll with any kind of cheese you want, usually American cheese, and then you put fried onions and peppers on it. It is to die.
That sounds really nice. That does sound nice.
And I know where some of the best ones are. So.
William says, I think Trump has revealed this. Well, I've seen wee bits and bobs from what David Jung had posted.
Well, I did reveal some things, listen. Sorry, go ahead.
In fact, can you show Mark, your impression of Rick and Morty?
Oh yeah, do it.
Wait a minute, I gotta get a little bit of water here. It's hard on the throat.
No, you need your beer, not water. Rick drinks beer.
Empty.
Oh.
All right, so I don't know what you really want me to say. I'm here and I'm on the spot, and it's kind of uncomfortable.
Well, it doesn't have to be uncomfortable.
Rick. I mean, it's it's you just say some things and sound smart. Well, I can't really sound smart when you're around, Morty. I mean,
I love it.
You really bring me down. And
that sounds amazing, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you, Noreen. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we really like it when people compliment us.
I totally love
Morty,
it.
nobody cares, Morty. You need to stop. All right. I mean, nobody really cares when you talk. I mean, people just want to punch you in the face when you talk. To be honest, I mean, I don't think I'd really like that. There you go, talking again. You need to shut up.
Do you know what? You remind me of Seth MacFarlane when Seth MacFarlane breaks into all the voices.
Oh yeah.
Before we wrap things up, guys, tomorrow night's a big night for the show because we're doing one of the awarenesses. Now on Monday the 12th of May, will be fibromyalgia awareness. And tomorrow night, that's what us guys are doing. I'm going to have Mary for the Netherlands, and I'm going to have Mrs. Shane on, who are both sufferers alongside myself of fibromyalgia. Now, people think with fibromyalgia, just because you can't, because this is really my big, I'll have a good rant tomorrow night about it, but people think with fibromyalgia, just because you can't physically see it, then there's nothing wrong with you. Now, that's the biggest pain in my arse.
A lot of afflictions have that.
But yeah, but definitely. So we will be doing that, guys. So it will be a really good one. Mark, I want to say thank you very much. I'm so glad that you've came. Tell your brother Ricky, thank you. I was kind of hoping that he would have made an appearance, but I suppose second best.
Just on that with your fibro. Just on that with your fibro.
Yeah,
I'm type 1 diabetic, and I never get. People see to me. You don't see the hidden things that people have got.
I think that's just the state of ignorance when you, because it's not physically wrong with you, then people assume that, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Well, how the hell would you know?
Yeah.
Tell my body that I feel like I'm getting tasered.
I agree.
I'm getting tasered. Like I'm in a lot of pain, but tell my body that, the mind feels 21, the body feels 89.
Plus you live in Scotland.
Tom always feels 35.
I don't feel 35.
Wait, what?
I don't feel 35, and I definitely don't look it.
You act like it, though.
I mean, maybe
I'm only 21.
If I shaved, I might look a bit younger, but I ain't doing that because when I shave the goatee, then you see the double chin, and I don't like that.
Are you telling me? Are you suggesting to me that I grow a beard to hide my double chin? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, listen. I mean, if you really wanted to, I mean, I can help you out with that. I mean, I have a ray gun. It grows hair, and
thanks very much. Noreen says
maybe I can help this guy too. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. It's Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick, can't you help me with that out too?
You know what?
Noreen says fibromyalgia could be so physically. It is so tiring, and then you come on with the mad crew, and it's like you've got your coat. You're just like, what?
I got to just say one more thing before I forget. Tom, you said they don't talk like that in Philly. Well, what? Sylvester Stallone was from Philly, though, right?
Well, because Sylvester Stallone, he was playing a boxer. He was a little punch drunk. He didn't know what he was doing. I mean, I don't know what you think. I mean, but you've been talking to a guy from Philly for a long time, and he ain't never sounded like that. I'm just saying.
Wait, you're paying a pass. Mark, do you want to tell everybody where they can find you?
Just on Facebook and Instagram. Well, I'm on Instagram. I'm under the Paranormal Stalker on Instagram, though. But I am on Facebook under that, but I don't really post on there now.
And you can also find him right here. He's
Oh! And if I am an issue of Haunting magazine, not the last one, the one before.
Oh, very good.
So that's getting back a few issues. Yeah, I did an article in the Haunting magazine, so I did get that published. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Right, well, what to also, guys, if you want to find them on the TV, you will find them on Brookside. You'll find them in the Royal Family. Sorry, Lenny, babe, what were you got to say?
Marita. Looks like is that it? I think we got
Hey,
a new viewer, guys.
Marita.
Oh, Marita.
dear.
I don't think we've seen you before. I think
Welcome
you're
to
new.
the show.
And before I go, a big shout out to Parameet, which is going on in a few weeks' time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I'll be there at Parameet. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And
Yeah.
And I just want to say that if you ever want to see the Dream Boys, they are at Parameet. You'll have Phil Newton
Yeah,
and you'll
yeah,
have
me and
Mark
Phil.
Reynolds. The two of them think they're playboys.
We are the Dream Boys.
Oh, bloody my
Tom, that sounds like we
magic-
should form a group called the Dream Boys too.
See?
What do you like, Tess? But I just want to say thank you very much to everyone that has tuned in tonight. Thank you very much for the interactions, guys. And thank you very much for Ricky coming down to Liverpool to do his interview. It's been a privilege.
Oh, jeez, Rick, why did I have to be chosen?
And thank you very much to my team who back me always. And everybody have a good night and stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.